Hello, hello, this is Christina Waschko and you're watching Motherpreneur TV. Information, inspiration and entertainment from mothers to mothers. And today's episode is for everybody who has this big, fat, wonderful dream in their heart. The energy, the drive and the passion to make it happen, and a non-compliant husband sitting at home. Hey, I know a thing or two about a non-compliant best man of all. For 17 long years, I dreamed about opening up a coffee shop on a Caribbean island, and when I was ready, my husband refused to move there. Long story short, I made it happen, and I want you to make your dream come true as well. So come with me into the office and I will share with you exactly what I did, so you can too. Ding, 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 ding. This is not going to be mission impossible. This is going to be mission possible. It may take a little female finesse and savviness, but I know we've got it. So, ladies, what do we know about men? First of all, men are quite simple creatures, aren't they? All they want is they want and need to have their needs fulfilled. They're problem solvers, they're providers, and they're action takers. So please keep this in mind for future reference. You know your husband better than anybody else. So set the ambiance. You need to sit down with the best man of all. Schedule a date night and tell him, sweetie, I would really like to speak with you. Please zip it for a moment. I do not want to hear any suggestions, ideas, any kind of remarks. Please hear me out. Then you tell the best man of all exactly one more time what it is you want to do and why this big dream in your head and in your heart is so important for you, and why this is the perfect time to do it. For example, the children are off to university, so they don't really need us that much. When you tell the story, please remember, men want to come straight to the point. They do not want to hear roundabout stories from the sister-in-law and the best friend of yours and your friend and the cousin and no, they don't get it. Give it to them straight. One word of warning here. When you do the talk, please, please, please do not do this in the sleeping room. Your husband might get the totally wrong idea. And you know what I'm talking about. Have the talk on a neutral ground. Then you present to him a well thought through plan of how to make your big dream possible. Tell and show him the steps of action you are willing to take. Remember, he's an action taker. He wants to see that his wife, the woman he's in love with, the woman he's married to, is a woman of her word, not a hot air balloon. Then you present to him a mini business plan, a financial business plan. Men want to know how much does it cost? Where is the money coming from? How are you going to make money, and how long is it going to take until you make money? So be really, really cautious, realistic and conservative here. Rather, overestimate the cost and underestimate the profit margin. Then you tell your husband how he is going to fit into the picture and what you expect of him, and how your growth plan is going to affect his needs and wants. For example, he likes to get his meals cooked 6 times during the week. Tell him right now, sweetheart, I will be so busy, I will be so engaged with other things. Sorry, you can only expect me to cook twice a week. Also, if he likes to have sex 5 or 6 times a week, tell him right now, this is just impossible. You will be so preoccupied in your head. No, we have to cut this down. So please prepare him and tell him exactly what to expect when you are expecting to live your big, fat dream. And then you tell him how this grand venture of yours is going to affect in a positive way your family life and your relationship together. For example, this is our grand new adventure. We have great stories to tell to our children in in 30, 40 years. I, believe this or not, I will become a much better mother because happy moms radiate. They are just better moms because they're doing exactly what they love doing. We are here for a mission. We are here to fulfill a destiny, and this is my time. I set an example for our children. I am their role model. If they and when they see that mom is going for it, wow, imagine how our daughter is going to live her life. You just finish the evening with a nice kiss. You tell him, thank you so much for listening. Please do not say anything right now. Sleep over it for a day or two and then we speak again. If you're on the verge of making a major life-changing decision, your husband needs to be in it. Listen to what he has to say. And here comes a time where we might tweak our dream. I mean, there's nothing wrong with tweaking the dream. Remember when I told you I had a vision to open a coffee shop in a Caribbean island, and my man, he just refused to move there. So instead of me bringing the coffee to the Caribbean, I brought the Caribbean to Holland, where we used to live at that time. So everything is possible. What it means for you, if, for example, your grand plan is to open up an Italian restaurant somewhere in downtown, and your husband says, I really appreciate your story, I see you're passionate about it, I know you can make it happen, but honestly, the expenses are way too high. You said, okay, start with a catering business specializing in Italian cooking. You build your reputation, you build your clientele, you make money, and who knows, one day you may be able, or you are able, to purchase a restaurant downtown. Ladies, are you ready to roll up your sleeves and sit down with a man? I'm sure you are. Do you have any more tips you want to add to the ones I just told you? If so, leave me the comments below the video. Also, if you enjoyed what you just listened to, I would be ever so honored if you could share it with your circle of friends. Plus, subscribe. If your big fat dream is immigrating to a different country or opening your own brick and mortar business, please, please, please send me a message right now at christinawaschko@gmail.com. I have a whole load of information I want to share with you because this is what I've done for the last 26 years. I immigrated to different countries, plus I had my own brick and mortar business. I lived my dream. I'm still living my dreams, and I want you to do exactly the same. Not to live my dreams, to live yours. So drop me the line and I will send you the information ASAP. It's time to say goodbye again. Thank you so much for watching yet another episode here on Motherpreneur TV. I look forward to seeing you again next week. And until I do, remember, we are more than just mothers. We are an inspiration to ourselves, to our families, and to the world.
The last thing you ever want to see happen is that a family splits up because, let's say that the wife has repressed her dreams, not shared it with her husband because she thought that was the thing to do over time, and then eventually she's about to burst, so she divorces her husband and leaves her kids behind and chases her dream, and it destroys the whole family unit. So I believe that everybody has a right to make their dreams come true, and your advice is phenomenal. Sit down with your husband as you sat down with me and tell me how important that was, and when I felt how important your dream was, I knew I had to figure out a way to allow you to make that happen, because I didn't want to have a wonderful wife that had a dream die, and the dream died because of me. And so that was my reason to let you follow your dream, because I knew it would help me to make my dreams come true, which was to have a wonderful family and have a wonderful situation for our children.